sure that our clients have a very profound and very robust inbound marketing campaign. And that's what we're going to be discussing today. Marketing has changed quite a bit and it continues to change. So we're making sure that our clients have all the information they need and prospects have all the information they need in order to be successful. And I'm going to introduce to you today one of the products that we have that a lot of our clients are really jiving with and getting some high quality leads. We found that when you get high quality leads, what happens? Capture rate, the conversion ratio goes up, and we're all about conversion and tracking information. So if you ever work with us, those of you who are our clients and work with us, you know that we're all about tracking results. So that being said, let's get started with the webinar. Hey, I'm Granison Shines, Chief Marketing Officer and Business Optimizer here at Direct Business Marketing. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see my contact information. And what I'd like to do is, if you have that little bar and it's getting annoying, just look at the top of the bar on the left side. There's a little orange arrow. Click that orange arrow and it will just move over to the side. Okay, so I'm showing my screen and hopefully you can see my screen. If you can't, just type in the chat box and we will go from there. All right. So let's get started with today's webinar. So again, thank you very much for attending the webinar. We're going to talk about how you can generate, capture, and convert high quality leads for your water treatment business. And just saying that, I'm going to go through an introduction of who DBM is. I'll go through that real quick, and then I'm going to get into the meat of the conversation. So thank you very much for attending again. We'll talk about DBM, what we do, who we are, talk about the challenges with today's marketing, some data that I think you should be really in tune about regarding the search engine, how it has changed, the problems with marketing, and then we'll talk about the solution, which is a virtual consultation, or the virtual X consultation. X can be anything you want it to be, okay? So let's talk about DBM. Who are we? What do we do? Well, we've been in business since 2006. We are not going anywhere. We are a direct response marketing firm, and we specialize in proven and unique marketing solutions for our clients. So we do develop marketing products, and then we bring them out to a certain market and introduce them to our clients so they can generate higher more leads and better high quality leads. So what do? We devise marketing campaigns that are designed to generate, capture, store, and nurture leads and convert them into high paying clients. So our marketing process consists of generate, capture, store, nurture. And I'm going to talk about the process of marketing today a bit because I think that's going to be pretty important. So what do? We create the plan. Our philosophy is create the plan. We execute the marketing campaign, and then we measure the ROI. When it comes right down to it, that's what it's all about. And here are the heads of our departments. I'm Granison Shines, CMO. I manage some of the sales teams, the marketing consultants. Andrew Hoagland is the CTO. He manages programmers, graphic designers, and Dustin, who's the COO, and you guys may hear from him later on, some other marketing aspects. He manages the content writers, SEO specialists, and things like that. So he is highly integrated, and I say Dustin, he is highly integrated with our clients on a day-to-day basis because he and his team manage the entire campaigns, okay? So the process through our company, start with someone with me or my team, work your way into what the order is, setting everything up, and then Dustin, he and his team takes over in the day-to-day process, okay? So a little bit about me. I am born and raised in California, East Palo Alto, California, and I lived there until I was about 23 years old. Went to San Jose State, studied Spanish and psychology, got into corporate really early in my career, started the whole aspect of copywriting and direct response marketing. I actually stumbled on the profession of copywriting, didn't know what exactly it was until my friend Haroon shared that with me. And then I started my own business in 2001. And copywriting has been something that's been very profound in the business of marketing. So if you ever have an opportunity to study that, we can talk about it later. And then we laser focused in on the real estate industry around 2009, but we still service other industries, of course. And then after that, now we start marketing in all these other industries pertaining to direct response or inbound marketing and making sure that we provide the same service that we brought to our clients in the earlier days and the real estate agents. So Little fun fact about me, martial arts. I love Kung Fu, been doing Kung Fu since I was about 15 years old. So coming up on the 27-year mark here, and I've been teaching for probably the last 12 years or so. Actually, no, longer than that. Actually, the last 15 years. So it's been a fun ride. It's been a really fun ride. I love teaching martial arts to the youngins and to adults as well. So that gives me my tenacity to be, this go-getter. I've always been like that. Just look at some of the clients we serve. This is an old chart. I mean, but we have so many more clients. This would be kind of an eye chart if I had to put everyone on there. But just kind of look at some of the big clients and some of the small clients that we service, have an opportunity to serve. Very, very blessed in how we go out to our clients and the clients that we have. And a lot of them have said some really good things about us. So just to kind of reiterate here, just to kind of, tease the aspect of what we're doing, clients love our products and they continue to utilize our services as well as to come on board and to refer us to some of their other clients. So we always like referrals when it comes to that. So what I'm going to talk about now, it's enough about DBM. What I'm going to talk about now is what we talk about to our clients, and this is going to be highly, highly, highly important. We talk about BPM, or Business Process Management, or BPM, Business Process Optimization. And let me explain what that is first. First of all, business process optimization or management is the field of operations management that focuses on improving corporate performance by managing and optimizing the business's processes or the company's processes. And that's important because we found that when you have a process, and we're going to talk about the 5 core important client interfacing processes, what we call CIPs, you can leverage lower cost in your business and leverage higher revenue generation in your organization. That's been proven across every single industry. So even your business as a water treatment business is not unique. Once you have the processes, then that's important. So I had an opportunity to develop this particular process because my mind works in processes. So I had an opportunity to develop this process, which I call the BOSS method, and it stands for Business Optimization, Streamlining, and Synergy. Making sure that, first of all, if you look at this little diamond here on the side, this is your business. And we're going to hone in just right here in a second, but let me explain. This is a proven methodology of optimizing the business processes in order for the business to have these 3 things really profound: more productivity, working efficiency, and have higher profitability. When you look at a business, that's what it's all about, to be productive, efficient, and profitable. And we have processes that we utilize in order to do that. Now, we get involved with a lot of these for our clients, but right now I'm going to talk about, again, just the bottom portion of here. So if you look at this diagram, let me back up again. Inside this circle here, which are the products and service and customer, I'm going to talk about just this BOP, we call the BOP, the business operations and process. Now we're going to even drill down further. We're going to talk about just this red section right here, which is the process level, okay? So that's going to be pretty profound here. So let me first identify what we call the 5 core client interfacing processes, CIPs. One is your marketing process. Got to have your marketing process down. 2, once the marketing has done its job, you have to have the sales or follow-up process. And these processes, when we talk about synergy, it's important to understand that they can be automated, okay? Now, there will be some manual interfacing with it, but they can be automated, and that's going to be highly important when we're going forward in your business. Now, we also have the client intake process, or we call it the onboarding process, depending on which industry you're in, they're synonymous. The product or service delivery process, and then the customer support process. Once you have the customer, now you have to support the customer by way of billing, your billing process, by way of technical support. What is the support process? By way of product or service utilization, what is that process? So you get into these other processes and drilling down into number 5. But I am convinced, and we have proven, that when you have your marketing process down, which is highly important, then you go to the next one, which is sales and follow-up process, your business can and will grow. All right, that's just a fact. We proved it over and over and over with several clients. So we're going to talk specifically about the marketing process, or the inbound marketing process. Inbound meaning that you are actively putting information out there, not like the traditional marketing or our advertising like TV or radio or whatever. This is something you're putting content out there, information pieces out there that will bring in clients because they are looking at what you are talking about, and it's interesting and it's profound and it's useful to them. So going back to our inbound marketing process, generate, capture, store, nurture, what do we do here? First of all, receive an increase in traffic with leads. That's the most important thing. So we have to have these lead generating items like SEO, PPC, content marketing, social media active all the time, right? And this is where you really build your credibility. Then you always drive them to some sort of lead capture source. You should be driving them. You have to be driving them to a website that has the web form, that has the call to action on it that they want for that target audience. So many times with certain clients, we end up putting up certain landing pages, and those landing pages talk directly to that particular client. So for instance, let's use your business. If you have a water treatment business, you may service residential and you may service commercial. And guess what? They both have two different needs and wants for the products and the services that they want, right? So therefore, you have certain landing pages that direct, if you're going to be doing the marketing, direct response marketing, inbound marketing, that are for the residential, and guess what? You can have one for the commercial also, as well as have the one that has, your main page that has all your information, that are your credibility builders, the About Us page, the Contact Us page, all those certain ones, right? So from there, you have to store the client or the lead somewhere. You want to store the lead somewhere. There's no use in driving traffic to your website and you are not targeting to capture at least their email address. I mean, at the very, 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 very least, their email address. But you should be capturing more than that, because the more you capture, the more quality or the better quality that lead becomes. And that's where you want to focus on, the quality of the lead. And that's where the offer comes in. From there, and this is where a lot of us small businesses miss it, we are not nurturing, right? You nurture by the system that you use to store the information. It should have autoresponders. You should have email campaigns going out for this particular client. If they come in and they're asking about a water softener, then you should have other emails automatically going out that facilitate even more information that they want, and also giving them the information that they want later on when it comes down to pricing, right? So that's the whole aspect of inbound marketing: generate, capture, store, and nurture. Now, when we look at a flow chart, this is what your marketing campaign should look like. I know it can be intimidating at times. I know it can be kind of a chart like, what do we do here? There's so much here. Yes, there is a lot here, but when we look at the capacity of the campaign, when we look at the depth and the breadth of the campaign, and when we look at the clarity of the campaign, we have exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's look at these colors here. Remember, we have our green, blue, red, and purple. Generate, you should have, we teach you to have at least 5 lead generating items. You can have social media here, you got press releases for number 4 and 5. It can be anything you want. But 5 lead generating items this is where you're gonna be posting your information. From there, you want it to go to a website that has the capture source, and your system where you're going to store it should be able to generate the lead forms or the capture forms that are on your website. But even if it doesn't, there's many ways to skin a cat. We have all the integration and all the knowledge to know how to do that, because some clients come to us with a CRM that it might not have the ability to generate forms, but that's fine. I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So storing that here in the marketing automation, or CRM, or CRM with marketing automation, I should say. Sometimes we want to get into a project management tool, which is separate. And then you have these lead nurturing campaigns, okay? We have the annual lead nurture campaign. These are all the basic stuff like Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday stuff, or Happy 4th of July, Memorial Day's coming up, what are you going to be doing? All that kind of good stuff, right? But then you have very, very specific drill down nurture campaigns. When a new lead comes in, they get on one campaign. After a certain time, you have the new clients. They become a client, they get another campaign. What is the object of that? To upsell and to provide more services, more products and services. Now that you have the client, you want to start nurturing them because they're an existing client, then you want to have some sort of email campaign going out after that too. So there's many aspects of this, but again, this is what your marketing campaign should look like. I'm going a little fast because I want to make sure I respect your time, but this is exactly what your marketing campaign should look like. All right. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges with today's marketing. So if you look at a little quote here, it says, marketing is not an event, but it is a process, as we spoke about earlier. It is a process. It has a beginning, a middle, but never an end for it. It is a process. It's an ongoing process. You improve it, you perfect it, you change it, you even pause it, but you never stop it completely. And that was written by J. Conrad Livingston, who wrote Guerrilla Marketing, which was an excellent book back in 1986. If you haven't read it, it's still applicable for today. But that's a really strong quote. So marketing has been hit and miss. It's been like finding a needle in a haystack for some organizations. And if you don't have it down packed, don't worry about it because you can get there. But you have these challenges. One, and we post a lot of our clients who are B2B and B2C, and one of their challenges that they say is we can't generate this high quality lead. We want a better quality lead. How do we do that? And then we say, okay, now once we can do that, but now we have to back up. We have to actually choose the right marketing strategy. What is the right marketing strategy? And then with the internet changing on a weekly basis, it changes even faster than computers. I mean, keeping up with marketing information online is like very tough to do. And then maintaining a credible, authentic marketing message, that's where content marketing comes into play. That's where the strategy comes into play. Keeping customers engaged, how and what do you utilize to keep clients or customers, even prospects, engaged? Because eventually those prospects, if you're nurturing them right and keeping top of mind awareness, they are going to become one of your clients. And then we say, hey, well, what do we spend our money on? When we talk about advertising marketing, what do we spend our money on to get the ROI that we want, the marketing ROI? The return on the investment, because marketing is an investment. You should see it as an investment because if you spend some money out there, it should yield some money, a higher quality lead and more sales back. That's just the way you invest in marketing. We teach our clients how to have the marketing investment or the marketing investment mindset first. And then we make sure that they understand the metrics and even the key performance indicators when we talk about returning an ROI. Now, know what marketing mediums work best, right? People are all over the board. Was it social media? Is it press releases? Is it this? Is it that? The right answer is, where are your clients looking for your product? And for your water treatment business, I'm going to show you some information here in a second that's going to really challenge you to really focus on your marketing campaign. Then educating customers on what you have to offer, right? Making sure they know that you are the person. If you do some plumbing services, if you do some heating and air conditioning services, as well as the reverse osmosis and all the other water treatment services, making sure they know all of that, and that's where the nurture marketing comes into play. And then making sure you find the right personnel for marketing, because because someone knows marketing doesn't mean they know graphic design. Just because they know marketing doesn't mean they know how to copyright. Just because they know marketing doesn't mean that they know how to do search engine optimization. So hiring the right personnel has been a battle, and that's been a challenge. So here's what I'm talking about here. What we have found, because we have other water treatment businesses, is that, and we track the results, is that a while ago, Google said, hey, this is back in April, if you don't have your website optimized for tablets and phones, guess what? We're going to start pushing your search engine results in the SERPs, or search engine result pages. We're going to start pushing those down. And why? Because for the first time here in May, you see that the searches, and even this pertains to your business, people are searching for what you want, Mr. Water Treatment Business, or what they want from your business on their devices, on these mobile devices. And it says, Google says more searches now on mobile than on desktop. And that, guess what? That trend is going to continue to go. It's going to continue to move forward in that direction. It is not going to go in reverse, because as you see, the devices, yes, computers still have their relevance, but the devices are so much more prevalent than a desktop computer. People can access, they have the computer in their hand now while they're driving and while they're walking. Well, shouldn't be driving and texting and looking at stuff, but people do, right? So making sure that you understand that if you do not have your site mobile optimized, it will be pushed down and you will be harder to find on the search engines. And guess what? People are looking for water treatment services online. One way we tell is because we set up a pay-per-click campaign for a client and we put the automatic dial number, the automatic call dial number on. And guess what? That gets more clicks than anything because they're calling directly right to them and they're inputting information right to their website through their phone. We can track the browser that they're searching from. And guess what? It's all, most of it's mobile. It's crazy. So let me talk about the problem here. To service-based businesses, we do have a problem. We have a service-based business also. But figuring out the problem through the process is going to be critically important. So the problem is that service-based businesses have to give this free consultation. We got to talk and educate the client before we step into the selling process in the selling mode, right? They say that may be synonymous, but you initially start asking them some questions, right? Now, how do you do that? You know, at night when they're looking at information, well, we can figure out how to do that. We'll talk about that in a second. So generating high quality leads before the sales process has been hit and miss. It's like, you know, hey, we got this lead and what happens? Oh, nothing happened. Oh, okay, well, next. Post consultation, right? So when I say post consultation, after the consultation, what are they doing now? What after you've gotten their information, what are they actually doing? Are they going back to your website to look at more information? Are you driving them to look at information? If you're not driving them, how do you tell that they're going back to your site looking at information? You don't. You can call them. They may not answer. So how do you track that when they're not looking at that, when they're not looking for you to talk to them right away, right? And then here, the qualification process has always been a manual process. Let's talk about this, let's qualify them on the phone, but we can take the whole process, we'll show you here in a second, and have that online. So the current offerings have been going down as far as the response from the offers. Call now for a free consultation, that's going down. Download a free ebook, that's not as prevalent anymore. Call us at the number, that still works, but it's not always. Contact us widget on the website, submitting a question, free water test, we see that a lot. And most of the time I ask clients, does that work? And sometimes they say, no, that doesn't really work. And then worst of all, giving information without attempting to capture at least their name and email address. So making sure that you do that is going to be important. So the one thing you don't want to do, though, is fight what the client wants. When they come to your business and looking at a product, your water certified, and they know that other people sell it, the main thing they want is a price. They say, just give me a price. And then you're like, okay, well, before I get your price, can I ask you some questions first? Well, a lot of times that process is, again, hit and miss because you, the business, you want to make sure that you qualify them, get them the best product they can get, the one that is right for them, right? But they're like, well, I've been doing some research, here's the product, and do you sell this? And I just want a price. And it's like, wait a minute, hold on. You're moving a little too fast here, Mr. Client. Can I ask you some questions first? But at the end of the day, you're going to have to give them what they want. You're going to have to give them a price. Now, what if you can collect that information, know that information up front before you talk to them, right? How do you do that? And that's the process that we're going to talk about later on. So in asking businesses what they need, and us saying, okay, here is what you need for your marketing campaign, both, and this is how we get results. So I'm going to go through this real quick. We have our process, generate, capture, store, nurture. So, but what do businesses need in their marketing campaign? A proven, scalable marketing system. When I say scalable, it has to be able to grow. You have to be able to add content. Content marketing or inbound marketing is going to be one of the more prevalent things that you're going to be doing nowadays. Strategic direction. What do we do? How do we make this marketing process as effective as it can be? What technology systems do we use to enhance collaboration and automation into the business? What do we do? What systems should we be using? Effective tracking mechanism. How do we track once a client or prospect or client does something? How do we track that? And that's how you stay engaged with the client. Highly targeted quality traffic. How do we get better leads? How do we get better traffic? This is these are the questions that they're asking us, and we know that yes, you do need these things. You're asking the right questions. Effective copywriting techniques. Effective copywriting techniques comes into play because you have to have the right call to action. It has to be packaged right and or say the right things in order for them to do what? To take action. And then highly targeted offers and call to action. Call to actions have been this one thing that most direct response marketers have a really good handle on, But small businesses don't really focus on that, and we want to start targeting those businesses who want to increase their business to do just that, have a better call to action. Then the ability to build in-house lists. We tell our clients always you always want to be building your list. When I say build your list, you want to be getting more leads, and you want to add more prospects to your database in the red section here where you have the CRM project management tool. You want to have that better and build it because now you can market to them cheaper via email, and most likely those systems can send out unlimited emails. So that's what businesses need. So what is the solution? So we came with this product maybe about a couple years ago, a year and a half, couple years ago, and it's been working. We like it. We use it ourselves, and we've brought it out to other industries, and it's called the virtual consultation, or the X can be whatever it wants. For us, it's a virtual marketing consultation. For other clients, a virtual tax strategy consultation. For another water treatment company, other water treatment companies, it's the virtual water calculation or calculator. So, and we'll talk about what that looks like. But the solution has to be understood that before some of the people that go to your site, they do not want to talk to someone right away, and that's becoming more and more prevalent. So what do we do? So here's the deal. This is what we say. If the beginning of your business sales process starts with a consultation, okay, if it starts with a consultation and you feel that it's imperative, that's highly important for you to qualify and educate your prospect, then the VXC will definitely work for you. Okay, this is what I tell all of our clients. When they're asking about their product, I say, hey, at the beginning of your sales process starts with a consultation. Does it? Yes. Do you feel that it's important that you qualify them before you start bag diving? No. Yeah, we want to make sure we qualify, get them information first before we start giving them products. Okay, do you feel it's educated? It's worth your while to educate the client on what you sell and how it can benefit them? Yep, absolutely. Okay, then here we go. Let's talk about this. So basically, so what do? We take your initial consultation process and turn it into a high value, highly desired call to action. Remember, what they want is price, but you want to ask some questions before they get the price. And they say, so with this customized video report, which gets delivered straight to them, I'm going to show you the process as their free deliverable. Therefore, you're now getting a very high quality lead that's imaginable from your website. So imagine 24/7, you got this system out there asking the questions that you would ask anyway, and now here you are getting this lead, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right. So the virtual consultation, generate, capture, store, nurture, does incorporate all four parts of the marketing system. And then, so the VXC is a lead generation marketing system that allows prospects, the last paragraph here, allows prospects to get key information about your business services, but at the same time generate high quality leads. So imagine if you could even answer those questions that they're asking you. So your initial sales process has some questions, right? Now, what if you can give them the answers also, but you're not talking to them because it's all video, it's all given on this video report. And so at the end of the result, high quality lead and well-educated positioned client to engage with your organization. That's exactly what you want. So how do we do that? Let's talk about some features and benefits first of all. Okay, I'll go through this real quick. Qualify new prospects, drive inbound traffic to a free, unique call to action, allows you to ask your consultation questions before, provide valuable information, capture it automatically, drip emails, right? These are the things that you want to do. And if you notice, it symbolizes generate, capture, store, nurture. Now, why? Because some clients are not yet ready to speak directly to someone in the organization, right? So driving inbound traffic. What about this unique call to action you're talking about? Well, old call to actions are overused and antiquated. Okay, what about allowing you to ask your consultation before? Saves time, money, weed out the prospect, the tire kickers, right? And on and on and on. So people love video and they love interacting, and it's becoming more prevalent for interactive marketing, and video allows you to do this. So imagine them getting a customized video report asking the answers and inputs that they put in, right? So saying that, let me give you the product example. Here's a real life example or examples of what we have out there right now that actually works in the marketplace, actually driving leads, actually driving more sales. And the product continues to be improved. We're going to continue to improve the product, and for everyone that has all our clients, they get free updates. So let me just show you how you can do this. So first of all, this is very specific to your water treatment business, right? Which water purification system is right for you? Let's start here. So this intro video says, hey, what do we, explains the whole concept. Once they click get started, then they're going to come to this. How many people in your household, right? What is the household square footage approximately? And then what applications are you interested in? And what it will do is for the clients that we worked with, we have Eco Water as their products, and we input some of their products. And first of all, you're going to get all the information you need in order to send the report. Now, here's the deal. This is why this works. They have to give you at least their real email address in order to send the report. Otherwise, they do not get the report. So it doesn't just flash up on the screen. It comes to them via email. We tell them that. So that's where the direct response comes in. So now you're building your list like you should be doing. At the very minute, if they fudge their name, he says, hey, my name is Donald, last name Duck. But he has to give you his real email address, and we can make the phone number required. But truthfully, he can fudge the phone number, but the real email address has to be given. But we found that when people take the time to do this, they're not giving fake information. They want real information. We understand that they are not, and we tell them they're not going to get a price right here. Right, we're just collecting some information. This is your initial sales process. Now, there could be more. There's more questions, things that ask upon this that qualify even more. From there, they get this thank you video. That does pop up on the screen. Hey, thank you for blah, blah, blah. Hey, here's some information. By the way, check your email, and you're going to see that you have some answers from us. Now, here's what you get as the business. You get this here. On your household, what is the square footage? And the whole what product that calculated based on the information that they input, right? And then their name, email address, and where the lead source came from. It came from the internet. Okay, cool, right? If it came from a pay-per-click campaign, we can track that. We can track where it comes from. So that's the main thing about it. That's one of the good tracking mechanisms. So what they get here is this report. They have a specialized report that's generated just for them. When I say generated just for them, take a look at this. So you have custom virtual water calculation, consultation report for who? Me, Granison Shines, right? So this is their custom, and you can see there's certain more videos here that will follow, that will play along, and it answers the questions appropriately, right? And so it comes out, spits out, for instance, for Eco Water, if you have other products or even we have another client that has other water dealers that water products that they sell, service. And here you have this one here, the Eco Water, boom, and there you go. They have the Eco Water product that is right for them. Now you get this, and now the whole idea, and again, let me back up one time, is to make sure that you follow up. So you have their email, you have the number, have their name. Now this is where the automated process starts now in following up. This is where, again, the automated process happens in following up. Once they give their email address, it's triggered a workflow inside your CRM that gives them the opportunity to do what they are supposed to do, right? So now what? Here's the virtual marketing consultation flowchart. This is exactly what it should look like. And this is what I've been talking about today. We talk about the process of marketing, generate, capture, store, nurture. You got to have some lead generating items. So I'm going to show you a package that has the pay-per-click. I'm going to show you one that includes the VXC. Now this VXC can be standalone. It can be integrated into your current website. It can be your whole new website for your company. It doesn't matter. It's just it's a site that has the power to drive traffic to it and then to do everything we've been talking about here. Goes into your CRM. Some of your businesses have a CRM. If you do, great. We can integrate with it if it has an API or parse the email, still put the data in there. And then, of course, some of the drip campaigns, so the new lead drip campaign. So what happens on day 0? Immediately they get the report. Remember, everyone, they're kind of impatient. They want something immediately on the internet. So we're going to give them that video report. And again, it is mobile optimized. So guess what? They can look at it on their phone. That's going to be critically important when you're going forward in your marketing campaigns, whether you do something with us or not. Okay. From there, all these other emails, follow-up emails go out after that. We program this whole thing. So this can be done all automatically. So what happens here is now all you have to do is start working the leads. You have to start selling the product. You have to start nurturing the lead, follow up with the lead so you can get the business. It's just that simple. But all this right here is done totally automatically. So for those, I'm just going to offer this to you because we have clients on this already and they're generating leads. And so just kind of talk about some more testimonials, other people that use different types of products from us, including some of the VXC. But what I want to make sure you do is that I give you the right offer for the virtual consultation. I want to make sure I'm not just giving you good information on how to do this. So we did talk about the marketing process. That's going to be more and more important. And again, I am recording this so you can watch this over again. But the VXC, I'm going to say, hey, here's what you can do if you want to utilize this with us, and then we can move forward on that. So here again, here we have it. So we have 3 different packages. I have 2 outlined here. The basic package and the enhanced package. Actually, this should be enhanced and enhanced plus. The blue should be enhanced, because if you see the agreement, it doesn't have the $675 a month. So for the lack of a better phrase for this particular video, the basic is $675 a month. It's a one-time setup fee of $2,500. We're giving a discount $500 for everyone that's on this webinar for attending. That's our gift to you. So it's $2,500. That can be separated into 2 payments. Then we start programming the site. So what does it include? And again, we have such confidence in our systems, and we have such confidence in the way we work with our clients that we don't have to have a month-to-month. There's no long-term contracts with us because we know our product works. And if the product works, great. If it doesn't, we adjust the campaign. But most of the time, the whole thing works. So that's why we continue to get more clients. So it includes the virtual consultation decision engine, right? That's where people select their information. Footer pop-up widget on the site, so you have this on every page of your site. Also, you can have it on the specific site, but if you have it on your a different site, you can have a little widget that will pop up the information, and it has the same video process embedded in it. And then we have a customized mobile-friendly website. All of them, everything we do now is mobile-friendly because we knew where the market was going, so we started doing that a while ago. PPC ad development, which we will develop all the ads, we'll write the ads, we'll script the ads, we'll manage the ad also. And then the keyword construction, we do all that, and then includes 11 videos. 1 intro video, 1 outro video or thank you video, the landing page video that initially gets them started, and then up to 8 different products that you want to include with that. Okay, so that's the basic / enhanced package. Okay, so we do offer this package without the PPC, and the way the PPC breaks down to $675, I want to make sure I explain that. It's $500 a month to Google, $145 to DBM for us managing it, $30 a month for the website. So we do not collect this. We manage it for you. So you know exactly what you spend. You have 2 different spends on your statement on a month. Again, we do not collect this. We manage it for you. So we do get the credit card, we do manage it, and you get all the reporting, all the dashboard stuff, all the reporting that comes along with it. Where the lead's coming from, how many leads you got, that's included with our system. So this one here, $875 a month, because it includes our marketing automation with dashboards and behavior tracking. Remember we said that we can track and know where they come from and what browser they're using? Well, our system does that, our CRM, and it's independent. So it can have, if you have other websites out there, other landing pages, we can include it with that, and all the data will be all in one spot for the dashboard. So this is the VXC offer. So this one, again, is really the enhanced. This one's the enhanced plus. I made a little typo there, but this is what we have to offer, and you guys can utilize this for 2 payments of $1,250, and you're good to go. Here is my information, right? And I know there's some questions here. But one of the questions, yep, I explained the one about, let me go back to the packaging here, because there's some questions that I want to address. So I did explain the actual packaging here, right? So the packaging broken out here, excuse me, $500 a month. I explained that one. Someone asked about long-term contracts. No, we do not have any long-term contracts. So again, another person asked about the marketing process. Yep, generate, capture, store, nurture. And you'll be able to hear that portion again. But generate, capture, store, nurture is one of the processes. And someone else asked about the other processes. Well, we can take that question offline, but yes, the sales process, we do get involved with some of our client sales processes and help them with the nurture campaign and their sales process. We do get involved with the client intake process. And most of this is managed by, which is the next question, what system you use. We use a system called SharpSpring. SharpSpring does manage all these other processes and things. So we do get involved with the marketing process first and foremost. I mean, that's going to be critically important, because the marketing process is going to drive all of the other factors. So final question is, how do we get a hold of you? Okay, so yeah, how do you get a hold of you? So if you want to, so let's do this. Email me at granison@directbizmarketing.com and say, I'd like to see the agreement, okay? So all you have to do is email me, say, I'd like to see the agreement. I'll send you the agreement. It has all 3 packages outlined, and it has information that will explain the totality agreement. It's good. It's nothing. It's something that all of our clients use, but you'll see all the nuances of the actual campaign and everything broken out to on a bullet point basis. But yeah, this is I'm glad you guys had an opportunity to attend. I'm glad I had an opportunity to deliver this webinar. We have been getting questions asked about it. So, and we do have clients using this, and we're just going to continue to do this and roll it out. So thank you all very, very much for your questions and your time. I appreciate you, and I want to make sure that I address any other question. If you have any other question I did not get to, if I missed one, please email me or call me directly. 602-369-8119 is my number. Thank you so much for attending. I will chat with you all later. Bye.